Kind of sorry to hear that, actually. Here is a pitch off the inside corner in the count, 2-1. I thought you'd be lounging maybe on the beach down in Tampa.
Yeah, I was.
Showing it's a high drive to left. If it's fair, it's going to leave the yard. That ball is a 3-run homer. Matt Shaw with a 3-run homer. Cubs lead 4-1.
This is something you don't see every day. What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Good to see you all again. It's that fireman guy. Firemedic Adventures from, as you know it, Magic Kingdom. I mean, all these people coming in, you think there was some new electrical nighttime parade or something tonight, right? That's exactly what's going on. And yes, I went ahead and secured one of those reservations because when they first announced this, I'm like, you know, what the hell? When in Rome, let's just make a reservation just in case. And sure enough, a couple days later, they locked all that down where you have to have a reservation to get in. But what's happening is there's a lot of blue lights of death up there at the turnstiles because apparently you have to have a reservation for here, Magic Kingdom. And it's going to be like that for the next few nights. So this thing, you know, it'll sort itself out in a few nights, but right now everybody wants to see this thing. And so in typical Disney fashion, everybody floods the parks first few days, and then it'll become a regular nighttime event, and we'll all get on with our lives. But for the first few nights, it's going to be a little chaotic. So, as you can see, we are here, and I am going to bring this new nighttime parade to you. And I ordered myself a special nighttime lens for the camera here that's supposed to help for filming LED lights at night. So I'm hoping that works. And because after all, you know, this is going to be one of Matt's dishonest vlogs of the new nighttime parade. And I say dishonest because everybody else says this is my honest review. It's my honest this, it's my honest that. Well, let's be different. We'll be dishonest tonight. And I think you know what that means. Slight tongue-in-cheek. We're going to watch this new nighttime parade with the new lens on, and we'll see how it goes. I mean, I hope it turns out well. I really am, because, again, trying to stand out a little bit, trying to do things a little differently than the rest. And I know when you're here on a new night like this, let's face it, we're all doing the same shit. I mean, call it what it is. We're all filming a nighttime parade. It's not like there's something extra special going on that only I'm going to catch. But if there's a way I can make it just a little bit better, then we're going to do that. So we're going to have some fun tonight. Why don't you come along with me? Let's see this new nighttime paint the night, and we'll see what it's like. And then we'll give a dishonest review at the end. Welcome, everybody. Man, look at this happy horse shit. Holy cow. Parade's not for at least 40 minutes yet. Just walk and film for a minute here and see how many peoples are here. I can't believe all these people came out to see me. It's crazy, isn't it? Come out to see the old fireman. There's about 500,000 people live streaming. And you know what's crazy is in about 3 or 4 nights, this will be a regular parade with regular fanfare. But to be fair, this is the first nighttime parade since I've been coming here. I came here for my birthday in February 2015, caught me a glimpse of Main Street Electrical Parade, and at the time had no idea what I was looking at. And then later on learned that this thing is legendary. And then it ended shortly after that. Well, I haven't really seen a nighttime electrical type parade here ever, with the exception of the very first night I was ever here on my birthday. So, yeah, kind of looking forward to this. Be cool. Something new. Something to draw the crowds away from the rides. Give people something else to do, which will be nice. Man, the price of coffee must be going up tomorrow. I'm on a roll tonight.
We're delighted to invite you on tonight's journey through the stars. Follow your heart and make a wish. Disney Starlight, Dream the Night Away begins in just 10 minutes. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to this wonderful night. Did you know that when a star is born, they possess a gift or two? One of them is this. They have the power to make a dream come true. So come with us now, as we go on a magical journey through the stars and dream the night away.
angle right there. You can actually see where the LED light strips are connected. Come on, man. You guys can do better than that. Why wouldn't you not make that one seamless LED light? Hard to hide this screen either. That looks pretty janky.
Only one way to find out. Hello? There it is, beneath. She gets all to the right. Straight on to it.
Are you kidding me? The front of the train. The face isn't working. Wow.
Gosh, Minnie, have you ever seen the stars sparkle like this before?
Oh, it's so magical!
Come on, everybody. Wish on a star.
I wish that this night would never end!
Oh, now they play the Main Street Electrical Parade music. Are you serious? Why didn't they play this the whole thing? Come on, man. Huh.
Train ride through the stars with all our friends.
It's like we're on a shooting star!
You see what I mean by all the light pollution that those LEDs put off against everything? That is the biggest difference between LED lights and incandescent. And why I like incandescent lights better for nighttime shows like this, because you don't get that kind of light pollution. We'll talk about it in a minute. I don't remember.
Magic Kingdom Friday, Magical Night, everybody. Blue light. Magic Kingdom Party.
It's like rush hour on the Dan Ryan. We're gonna go past my favorite fountain on property here in a second. All right, it's good to be home now, finally, and have taken a shower, gotten all the humidity and just grime off of me. Oh, I feel like a brand new person now. Standing there in the Magic Kingdom with no breeze and that humidity just hanging on you. So bad. Oh, this is that time of year, though. It's Florida in late July and August. It's nothing new this year, but it is just, as I say, swamp ass. Maverick decided to come and visit. He's going to help me give the new Magic Kingdom nighttime parade review as well. You going to give your input on this, buddy? Yeah? What do you think about it? You like it? I think it needs to be improved? Yeah, we're going to have a discussion. Nothing else? A little tired, aren't you? All right, buddy. Thanks for your input. So let's talk about this nighttime parade. First off, is it nice that there is a nighttime parade again? Sure, absolutely. It's a nice addition. However, this thing looks like it was just slapped together. Like, oh, we got to get a nighttime parade together. We budget cut the hell out of this, as just like everything else that we do at Disney World. And let's just get it out there because Magic Kingdom is the most popular park in the world as far as Disney parks go, which again is just mind-boggling to me. And people will just come and see this regardless because it's Magic Kingdom at Disney World. And right now, people are flooding the Magic Kingdom. I mean, it's insanely packed in there. But some of the things that you'll see in that video that I pointed out, I mean, the LED strips. Like, why would you not have one seamless LED strip? They do make that. I mean, you can see where they're not even aligned. There's some that are like this, where they're not even together. There's some areas on the floats where you can see the wire mesh that the lights are attached to. It looks like on National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation where Clark hung all those Christmas lights on his house. He just staple gunned them to the house. It looks shoddy. I mean, even the Cocoa float, where the fireworks are at in the background, you can see the freaking wire mesh up there just moving around as the float's moving. I don't get it. It just seems like before, those are details that the Disney Imagineers would have been like, holy cow, we can't have that. That's a bad show. We gotta make sure, we gotta use some. He's trying to let himself out. That's bad show. They would have said we gotta make this look authentic, so you don't see these, features that we don't want the eye to see. We want this to look incredible. We want people to say, holy cow, how did they do that? Kind of like everybody did at Epic Universe this year when that opened up. And that's what Disney was known for. Holy cow, how did they do that? It went from that to, what are they thinking? And there's two types of people that are going to view this parade. And that's the ones that are the Disney and theme park fans that look for every little detail. Like, again, because it's Disney. One, you're charging people well over $200 a ticket to get into the Magic Kingdom now. You should expect high levels of detail. And so those people, like myself, are going to nitpick this thing because that's what we do. That's what called being a fan of a theme park. You want the best. Then you're going to have the others who are the first timers, and there's a lot of them now. And they're going to show up and go, oh, that was amazing, because they have no idea what to compare it to. It's the first thing they're ever seeing. Like, oh my God, that was incredible. I could probably say that if that was my first time seeing this, if I'd never been to a Disney park before, I'd probably look at that going, that's pretty good. But those freaking, the gaps in the LED lights, the area where it looks like a window behind the Blue Fairy. I'm not sure if my camera picked it up or not, but there's a light that comes on in there and it shows Geppetto and Pinocchio dancing around in there. The glass that you see through is not seamless either. There's a seam in the middle of the glass. It looks like they're dancing in front of a sliding glass door in somebody's apartment. I'm like, who's making these decisions? And then another detail that was clearly not thought about, the candle on top of the Encanto float. The flame, it looked like it was inflatable. Again, you could see the seam in the flame. Like, what is this? Is this like Walmart on steroids? Like a Walmart parade? We just will go out and buy inflatable stuff now? Disney has the capability and the technology. I know they do. So either A, these Imagineers are just horrible at their jobs, and they've hired these people on who they are, not what they're capable of. Or B, they're capable of a whole lot more than we know about, but they're being undercut by management saying, I don't care what your talent is, I don't care what your ideas are, this is how you're doing it, and if you don't like it, get out of here. I mean, it's got to be one of those two. Because the things that I see in that parade 10 or 15 years ago would have never happened. You couldn't have even imagined something like that happening. And the other thing, one of my biggest issues with this is the LED lighting. And not a lot of people are talking about this. People are hitting on some other things. Very few people are mentioning how this LED lighting drowns everything out. And you can see it in the video. I pointed it out. The problem with LEDs at night are they have a very high wavelength, meaning blues, purples, and whites at night that are LEDs, they overtake everything. I mean, think about a police car at night with blue flashing lights. I mean, they cover a huge distance. You can see them from everywhere. But think of those same blue lights during the day. It takes you got to be almost on top of it to see it. You know, and the same thing with this is that the majority of these floats are blue, purple, and white lights. And the problem is they wash out all the other colors. And it's harder to even see the characters because your eyes are drawn to these LED lights and they're actually detracted away from the characters. You don't see the characters right away. You actually have to look for them. And the other thing that I hate about LED lights is they create a ton of light pollution at night. It looks like the camera lens is foggy, even though it's not. And I even put a special filter on my lens tonight to try to cut down on that because, again, I want to be different, want to be better, want to bring you all really, really cool vlogs and videos. So I thought, let me order a set of lenses that are designed for LED lights at night. And so I put that on my DJI camera here. And it's still, it has that light pollution, that glow, like it looks like the lens is dirty. And it's not. It's just that is the problem with LED lighting. And it is so hard to film it at night and make it look good. And the other thing too is from a distance it all looks like it's just wadded together, like the light just like overtakes each other. But then when you get closer to it, then you can see it split apart. You can see the individual lights. But again, their LED lights are very pinpoint. They're not incandescent. They're not like this lamp that's on behind the camera where it's a soft glow. LED is very sharp, very poignant light where it puts out a very sharp glow. Think about LED Christmas lights versus incandescent Christmas lights. Incandescent lights have a soft glow. It makes the room glow naturally, and you can see the ornaments and it accents everything perfectly. LED lights are so bright that you can't really see the ornaments until you get right up on it because your eyes are detracted from it. And I really wish that Disney would get rid of these LED lights for the nighttime parades and go back to the incandescent lights. And the biggest comparison is when you put the two nighttime parade pictures together. I'll see if I can do that here. On one hand, you've got the parade picture taken with that train. And then the other picture, you have the dragon from the Main Street Electrical Parade 10 years ago. And you can see the difference. Look at the light pollution that comes off the train. Look at how that blue light just overtakes everything. And then look at the dragon, and you can see every fine detail. But if you notice, the light is contained to the dragon, and it's not spilling out into the crowd or everything else. There's just a gentle, soft glow. And I get it. Incandescent lights are very hard to maintain. They're expensive. It's a whole different, takes a whole different talent to work with them and keep them and maintain the upkeep on them. But you are going to get a far superior nighttime show using incandescent lighting than you will this LED crap. And especially these cheap ass light strips that they put in there that aren't even seamless. And then again, that other thing, that freaking window, And the back of the Blue Fairy float, they had the damn seam in the window. What is that? Like I said, it looked like they were dancing in somebody's apartment in front of the sliding glass door. I don't get it, man. Like, this is Disney. You know, this is why Universal's making them look stupid right now. Because now Universal's the one paying attention to detail, and Disney's just like, just slap it together, they'll be here. And that's the attitude they have for Disney World. I mean, compare this parade, this new one, this Starlight, to Paint the Night at Disneyland, and then the nighttime parade over at Tokyo Disney Sea. Or I'm sorry, at Tokyo Disneyland. Not even close. This thing looks like, it looks like something that you might see at a hometown amusement park. And nothing against them, but it looks like that's the type of caliber that they put out with this. This doesn't look like a Disney project. And the other thing too is the selection of floats. First off, this parade's only 12 minutes long, start to finish. I turned the camera on when the first Blue Fairy float came out, and I turned it off as soon as that last float, the Starlight float, disappeared down Main Street. 12 minutes is what it was. Compare that with other nighttime parades. Those are 20 plus minutes long. There's a serious lack of performers. These performers walking around with the butterfly things on their heads, and then the supposed fractally lighting things for Frozen. Man, come on, man. I mean, you talk about like just you're grasping at things. And then walking characters. If you look at old parades, old nighttime parades from Magic Kingdom, there used to be characters everywhere. Tink is the only one walking around, which I find it amazing that Tink, who normally flies in the movies and all that, and that's her character, she flies around, she's walking around on the ground. Why in the world wouldn't you incorporate her into that Peter Pan float and have her fly somehow? I mean, the what's her name? Rapunzel on the Tangled float at Tokyo Disneyland's nighttime electrical parade, she actually uses her hair and soars around the float with it. It's incredible looking. I had such high hopes for this because I'm thinking, this is the first time in 10 years that they're bringing this back. And as I mentioned before, the last time I saw a nighttime parade at Magic Kingdom outside of Halloween and Christmas parades was the Main Street Electrical Parade on my very first visit there, which was, in February 2015. Maverick's letting himself in. He's something else. And again, I didn't realize what I was seeing at the time. I'm like, this is really cool. And then later on, as I became a fan of the Disney parks, and now I'm like, oh, that was the Main Street Electrical Parade. Disney being Disney, they decided to permanently end the Main Street Electrical Parade a couple months after my very first visit. So again, I've only seen it one time. So I had high hopes for this. I keep hearing people talk about Spectrum Magic and the Main Street Electrical Parade. I'm like, they're going to go all out for this. Nah, no, they definitely didn't. And the other thing I didn't understand were the float choices. I get it. Starlight, Dream the Night Away, or whatever it is. Stars, right? I get it. The Blue Fairy, I could see that. For one, though, again, the use of the blue and white and purple colors, man, they went way overboard on that. The other thing is why, like, some of these floats, the float from the movie Wish, why that one? That movie was terrible. Like, people just did not like that movie. In fact, Disney still has a bunch of that merchandise that they can't get rid of. But considering the other possibilities they had for floats, I mean, why in the world? Why that one? And again, the float itself looked cheap. It looked really cheap. For nighttime floats, why not do a Tangled float with the freaking lanterns? Right? I mean, to me, that makes perfect sense. I mean, how beautiful would that be? And then Starlight, Fantasia, the big sorcerer hat with the moons and stars on it, and the dancing brooms and all that stuff, and all the really cool elements that Fantasia had. Why not go more classic? And trying to do all this new stuff. I mean, I get it, you got to go kind of what's relevant, but man, incorporate some of that old school stuff in there. I just think that this was I'm just disappointed. I'm happy that there's some nighttime entertainment at Magic Kingdom again finally, because it helps split crowds up, which one of these days coming up, we're going to have to go out there and try to ride rides. during the parade and fireworks and see how much we can get done, because honestly, the from observation, everybody in the park was wanting to see that parade, so like the ride wait times had to be like 5 minutes all over the place. So we're gonna have to try that coming up. And then the other thing too is, like the face of the train wasn't working tonight. What, this thing's brand new, man. And I get things happen, but it just feels like this is par for the course for Walt Disney World. There's always something broken. Nothing's ever working right. Hardly ever. So here you have this brand new parade and the freaking front of the train's not working. And by the way, who the hell named that train anyway? I learned that the name of the train is Whimsy. What? You ever notice that when it comes down to the Disney company, whenever they got to give out a male name, it's always some like beta male weak ass name like Whimsy, but yet when you have the female characters, they give them these bold, like just badass names. Why do they do that? Instead of Whimsy, why not call him Chad? Chad Thunderrail. I like that one better. The parade's coming down. You see the train coming. Oh, look, here comes Chad. I think that's much better. The parade itself will do its job as far as drawing people to it. That it's going to do. But I'm curious to see in about a month or so, once this thing kind of dies down, like I mentioned, in a couple of days to maybe another week or two, parade will be business as usual. You won't have these gigantic crowds, especially if they're going to do 2 per night. My suggestion is do the second one if you can, because the second one's at 11, and the majority of the people come there for that very first one. And also, one last tip, where I stood at to watch this, don't stand there. Don't stand anywhere in that area where the parade floats come out. And the reason why is, from where those parade floats come out, and as they make the circle in front of the train station and they head down Main Street, each float carries a different score of music. And so when you're in that loop area by the train station, you hear all the different floats, music playing all at once, and it's all jammed together. And it does not sound good. Now, if you don't care about that, it's not a bad place to stand, because you can see them come out and then around and then down Main Street. Where you want to go is you want to be in a place like on a long straightaway or something where as each float comes by, you hear that float's music. You don't hear them all just jumbled together. And the other thing would be, if you do the second show, you're not nearly going to have as many people all wadded up and jammed together like that, because especially right now, being in late July and then into August, it's going to be very warm. And right now, especially there on Main Street and all those buildings, there's no breeze through there. It's just really, really uncomfortable at times, just with the still air and everything. So just some things to keep in mind. Oh, and the other thing that I noticed, I don't think it caught on my camera, but as I was watching the floats come around from certain angles, they have the underside of the floats lit up. There's some angles that you can see the damn LED strips underneath the floats. You're not supposed to see that. So it's like, come on, guys, get it together. Like, get it together and create something amazing. And this is what makes me nervous for these new lands and stuff that they're building. This is yet again another project by Disney that it has that slap together look. When 10 years ago, that you would have never even imagined a product like that being approved for them to show to the public. So, what's this Cars land going to look like? What's, the new Monsters Incorporated land area going to look like? What's the new Tropical Americas land going to look like? In Animal Kingdom, is it just going to be like just bland, generic, and budget cut? I mean, because right now when you see this parade and you see these new projects coming up, you're like, well, it's going to be business as usual, just same old, same old. I hope that my camera did a good job with it. I'm going to go back through and edit it and try to make it look good. But man, trying to film LED lights at night is no easy task, I will tell you. It is a challenge. So thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate it. Let me know in the comments what you think. Let me know what you would do to change it, or if you like it the way it is. All opinions are good. That's my theory on it. It's okay to have discussion, even if you don't see eye to eye on things. Lots more to come, everybody. Have a good night. Thanks again for watching. Thanks for the support. It's been the truth. It's been actual. Hope for everybody watching out there, you found this mighty new nighttime electrical parade show satisfactual. See ya.